Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk with Survivor. I'm your host Sunday Murinde Survivor. This is our very second episode. In our previous episode, we talked about mental health, what is mental health, and we talked about mental health illnesses. But our major emphasis was on depression. We looked at what is depression, how do you know that you're depressed, and how can you go about depression. We are still talking about different mental health issues, how they affect us in different ways in our lives. But today we're having a guest who is going to tell us about depression, if has ever encountered depression, what he knows about depression, and he's going to tell us more about him and how he knows mental health. Welcome to Let's Talk with Survivor.
Thank you.
What is your name? What do you do? Tell us a little bit yourself.
My name is Shidy, the only handsome guy on the ground. Yeah, what I do a lot of things. Yeah, as you know, I just hustle. Yeah, and things goes well.
Are you a student, right?
Yeah, but now I'm a student, but I also do some other things. Yeah,
So
earn a living.
thank you very much for coming on our show, Let's Talk with Survivor. In our
Thank you.
previous episodes, we've been talking about mental health, and our emphasis was on depression. So I want you to tell me, have you ever heard about mental health?
Thank you. I'm going to start with what is mental health. According to me, mental health is a combination of three things. That is emotion, psychological or psychology, and social being. And these things goes with hand in hand with mental health and mental illness. My colleague is saying about depression.
Before we go to depression, I've seen you have a little bit of knowing about mental health.
Yes.
Where did you hear about mental health? Because most of people out there, they have never heard about mental health.
Yeah.
Most of them, they don't know what is mental health. But good chance for you, I've seen that you know something about mental health. Where did you hear mental health from?
Thank you, Mr. Survivor. Mental health, the good thing, I'm educated. Yeah, that's how I come to know mental health.
But the thing is, we have some people who are educated, but they don't know about mental health.
No.
What could be the reason behind?
Maybe that is ignorance. Those people, they be there and they be ignorant about themselves. That is it.
They don't read. So where
Yeah.
did you get to hear mental health? Like in the book, on the radio, on internet, where?
Yes, no. Me, I always research. Yeah, I go to internet. Yeah, and I visit other some books. Yeah, to get some information. Always to be updated.
So after hearing about mental health,
Yes,
we have mental health illnesses. And like I've told you that our major emphasis is on depression. What do you know about depression? Or do you know depression like you?
First of all, depression is a mental disorder, whereby
Yeah.
a lot of people there outside there, all the viewers there, a lot of them they are depressed because of various issues. Some could be relationship difficulties, some could be like isolation or isolating themselves, some should be like according to child abuse. They are
Yeah,
a
those
lot,
are post-trauma.
yeah, trauma, you know.
So, depression, you said that depression affects us in different ways, right?
Yes.
So, have you ever encountered depression? Like you yourself, have you ever been depressed?
My brother. Yes, no, I have ever been depressed. Yeah.
So, look here and see. Depression
Yes, please.
is something that affects us mentally, right?
Yes.
Our social interaction with other people. So, in which way did you face depression?
It was a relationship breakup.
I know.
You know, back in days, yeah, I was still in high school. Yeah, I had a girl.
In high school?
Yeah.
Wow. The most handsome guy.
The most handsome guy on the ground.
Had a
As my
girlfriend.
name. Yeah, I had a girlfriend. Yeah, back in days. I think it was like 2017, 2018. Yeah, by that time I was in senior 4. I had a girlfriend. But that girlfriend, yeah, we used to be like in courtship. Yeah, she accepted. After all, things went worse. How?
Yeah.
He got someone in HSC. You know those guys, they were above us.
The handsome guy was in O level.
Yeah, and things went.
Mm.
That's how I got depressed. Yeah, the girl decided to
Yeah.
reject me. You know, when
Things
I
were
passed
on
this
and
side,
off.
she passed the other side. I was like, what is happening? But with God's grace, I managed to pass
So that's
my
what
senior 4.
that's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. Since you faced depression in your secondary life,
Yeah.
and it was a challenging time. I know, which class were you in
I
then?
was in senior 4, I think. Senior 4, senior 4.
The
That was
most challenging
2018.
time, guys. You're in senior 4, you're in
Yeah.
senior 6, you get depressed, you're doing your finals or exams at university, and the relation, boom, it breaks. So you have to be dragged into depression. So how did you overcome depression? I know it was a process.
According to me,
How did you go about it?
yeah, according to me, I talked to myself. Yeah, because there was no anyone whom I should talk to by that time. First of all, I talked to myself and I was like, Shidy, when you be like this and you dodge classes, will you pass? I was like that. Then after getting the answer, I decided to do what? To revise harder. But I passed with God's grace.
So you did not meet anyone like a counselor, talking to your friends. You did not reach out to some religious leaders, or you just talked to yourself and everything fell in.
By that time, I had a friend. Yeah, he was my close friend. He was called Asman. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I talked to him. Then he was like, Shidy, those things usually happens. You don't have to stress yourself. You know, you should focus on reading books, then you pass and you go.
All right.
Beautiful ladies are there, you will find them. That guy, he was my good friend, yeah.
All right. So depression, that was from a relationship side, right?
Yes.
But here, you've talked about depression. How can you easily explain depression to someone who has never, who confuses depression to something else? How can you easily tell someone that depression is this? Mu Luganda osobola okiyita ki?
Just no depression. Kubeeranga in Luganda, what I can say, like nobeeraawo nga oba nkyogere ntya, even I don't know how to explain it, but what I can say, it's a mental disorder. Obeeraawo ng'obwongo bwo tebukyali fine. You be like not okay, but nga oli okay, but ng'obwongo bukyankalanyemu.
So ekigambo depression kitulemyo kigandawaza, but I think in this way kibeeramu okulowooza ennyo, to get lost in thoughts, bakiyita batya mu Luganda?
Like nobeera nga olowooleza ddala nnyo.
Ebisuukiridde, ng'olowooza nnyo ebisuukiridde. That's how we can call it in Uganda. I think most of people know Luganda. So we've talked about depression, how you went through it. What happened to your life during that depressing times? That moment when you were depressed?
Yes, no. A lot of things happened. There was no a lot of sleep. I couldn't sleep a lot. Yeah, I could wake up and I think, like, what is next?
Next to your girlfriend?
Next? Yeah.
Which class was she in?
She was also in senior 4. Yeah. Yes, no. Yes, no. But I encourage you people, not to lose hope. When you're depressed, try to talk to someone. I know you people, you have good friends whom you can talk to and can listen to you and understand you very well. Another thing it is, try to meditate when you're depressed.
Yeah.
Try
That's
to close
a good
your
one.
eyes and you talk with yourself and you say, what if I do this? Will it be the good
Is that
thing?
one they call intra communication?
I think so. Just talk with yourself. That inner person in you.
Meditating. Yeah, I think it's a good one.
And you talk with yourself. Just know, you think of your family. Like this recently TikTok, the girl committed suicide because of relationship difficulties.
I know it's very difficult.
Yeah. First of all, you first think of yourself and you think of your family. That when I kill
You
myself,
talked
will it
about
be good?
suicide.
Yeah,
I think it's also an outcome of depression.
yeah.
Didn't you think about anything like that?
Yeah.
Getting your memory loss, suicide.
That's not the
such
way I
stuff.
love myself. I couldn't. Yeah, but the only thing which challenged me, it was like sleeping. I couldn't sleep.
Oh, that was the
Yeah.
most
I was like,
thing that disturbed.
hey, that was the most challenging thing. But with God's grace, yeah, things went well after.
So, before we conclude our episode today, guys, we've seen depression, how depression affects you from the experience which Shidy went through when he was depressed, and he has told us about mental health. In which ways can we put this mental health awareness out for people to know? Like in 3 things that you can advise people to care about their mental health. Should we take mental health serious? Should we not? And how can we reach out to people with this awareness?
First of all, we should take mental health serious. Because it is, just know when you can't care about your mental health, when your mental health is not good, you will be like challenged with mental illness.
Even your physical health
Yeah.
will be
So
disturbed.
first of all, I encourage those people there, to watch programs like these programs, so that they can get that encouragement or that encouraging whatever, which can make them to be like also to know that, these programs I can live without someone. I can do this without this one. Yeah. Another thing it is, they try to do what? To seek for help. When you're depressed,
Reach out to someone.
reach to someone and you seek for help. You never know that help can help you somewhere or it can advise you anywhere. That is it.
Okay, thank you very much, Shidy, for turning up for Let's Talk with Survivor. And today, before we conclude our show, we're going to have, this was supposed to be an icebreaker for our show, but we are going to end with it. I'm going to ask Shidy to tell us, what do you do when you're depressed?
Yeah, a lot of things.
Like
First
that
of
thing
all,
that you do that.
Yeah, I listen to those good songs. Yeah, that's those songs which I can feel. Yeah, they can help me
Okay.
get out of depression.
You have any other thing that you do?
Yeah, another thing, it is like, as I said before, like I talk to my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, those close ones, not everyone. I just talk to them. Yeah. Another thing, it's like I value my life. Yeah. Me, I can't commit suicide when I'm depressed. Just your
So
life matters.
So the activity you do is listening to music.
Yeah, I
Wow.
listen to music.
Shidy listens to music.
Yeah.
You're going to give us 2 songs that you do listen as we wrap up our show today.
Like
You know,
the
someone
local,
out there.
international.
No, any song. No, that's why I was asking. When you're depressed, what do you do? You've told me you listen to music, you talk to your friends. So we need you to tell us those songs that you do listen to.
So-
Someone out there can tell me also download this one or.
There's no songs are many. Yeah, but in Uganda, my best artist, should I say? Yeah, it is King Sa. Yeah, King Sa is my best artist. And there are very good songs of him I listen to, but right now. But what I think so is my good artist.
So, any words before we conclude that you want to leave with the viewers?
What I only have only one simple word, that you take care of yourself. Your life matters. When you die today, when you commit suicide today, tomorrow you will no longer live. Yeah, your life matters. Value your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to drop them your social handles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can visit me on my social media handles. Shidy146 on TikTok, Shidy146 on Instagram, Rashid Yugi on Facebook, or Shidy Yugi. That is it.
Thank you very much for coming up here on
Welcome,
Let's Talk
sir.
with Survivor. Thank you very much. Also, thank you very much, our dear viewers, for Let's Talk with Survivor. Here we come to an end of our 2nd episode with Shidy, who was telling us his experience, what he went through when he was depressed, and how he understands it. That is his own way of understanding mental health and depression. You have your own understanding, but we are trying to create awareness for those people who are out there to know that mental health is important. What I can tell you, mental health matters. So before we conclude, thank you very much for viewing and watching. If you've watched this video and you feel like it's very important and it's very educative, you can also share it with someone or recommend it someone to visit our YouTube. It's Sunday Murinde Survivor. Also, you can visit me on my social platforms on X, former Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They are all Sunday Murinde Survivor. And on our show, social handles, Let's Talk with Survivor. On camera, I was having Brian. On graphics, Brian. Thank you very much. From the team that has enabled this broadcast to happen, have a good time.